Tara, how frustrating has it been today?
Okay, yes, it's been very frustrating. Very frustrating.
It absolutely has, for all of us.
Yes, everybody.
And a lot of the evidence that I was trying to show you today, you had seen previously, correct?
Yes, I have.
When was that?
From here, it'd be about 4 or 5 years ago, before my ankle surgery, so that was, I'd say about maybe 10 years. But, I mean, I've seen it previous.
10 years is quite a while.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen it.
With the people that were harassing me, were those people really harassing me? Have you seen the evidence?
Yes, I've seen the evidence.
Have you seen the threats?
Yes, I've seen the threats. I've read multiple papers.
Oh my God, she got very frustrated with that. Now, with all of this, obviously you've read the threats that are they just against me?
No.
On Natalie's last post, like, was she honest in that last post?
That was bullshit.
Do you feel safe after reading those things?
No.
Have I shown you evidence that everything that I've told you is true? Have I showed you that evidence? Have we gone through it?
We've gone through a lot of evidence. We still have some evidence too. Yeah.
Oh my God, there's a lot, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
With all of this, in order to process it, what would your estimation be to go through all of it, to try to show these people what you've seen?
A couple months at least. If we laid it out right.
And that's just the paper stuff, correct?
Oh yeah, computer stuff. We need, maybe a couple of people, maybe 4 people, a couple of different computers at least, for them just to start with.
Now, a lot of the recordings that I have, that I made private, they actually are private, am I wrong?
Yeah, they're private.
Alright, so there is a lot of it, obviously. There's definitely more on the computer than in person, and yeah, I don't see how it's possible for any of this to get stopped.
It needs to stop.
Are you gonna make it stop?
Am I gonna make it stop? I don't know if I could.
I don't know if I could either. Now, with that harassment, was it just the Bollinger family, or was there harassment by police and other people on the internet and in real life?
Oh, the family. There was so many to count. I don't. Yeah, I couldn't count. Yeah, there's a lot. But it was.
Was it just the Bollingers, though?
No, it was a variety. It was all over the place.
All right. The places that I've been that I said were dangerous, do I have evidence that they actually, in fact, were?
Yeah.
Do I have evidence that the stories that I told are true?
Yeah.
Do I have conversations with witnesses that were there that show that it's true?
Yeah.
How many people have you heard just today say that they were scared to come forward?
I lost count after at least
Alright, let me rephrase the question.
Yeah, let me rephrase the question for me.
Out of the 3 people who are here today, how many of them have said that they're afraid to come forward?
I'd say at least 4. 3.
4 out of 3.
4 out of 3. Yeah. Well, okay, sorry, 3. Yeah. Well, there's 4 of us.
That is true.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm sorry.
You guys count yourself. I'm sorry.
So that's my bad. I don't count myself because I'm trying
You were
to
in the
tell
room
people
too.
Stories.
Yeah.
You're right. I was in the room too. I did say the same thing, and yeah, my little sister just stumped me, and I'm the one with the high IQ.
And I'm the one that's badass.
You are pretty badass, Tara. Now, when I was growing up, Actually, I guess we'll stop that because that's not important for this, and it's a lot of stuff that I don't really want to talk about at the moment. But with the violence that I've had to go through, have I had to go through it?
Oh yeah. The multiple things I've read and gone through, and yeah, it's really there. It really is.
Now, when I said that there were people harassing me from all over the world, is that true?
Yes.
When I said that there are YouTube pages and Facebook pages about Natalie that are not telling the truth, am I being honest about them not telling the truth?
Yeah. From what I've gone through.
Are you overwhelmed?
I am overwhelmed by all this. Yes. Overloaded. And we're not done yet. Or are we?
Alright, so my sister, she keeps insisting that she's gonna come back tomorrow, that she has to come back tomorrow, that we need to work on this tomorrow, that we're all exhausted, and, you know, she really is super stressed. And here's the other thing, is that it's not just her. We're all stressed from this. We've all been going through everything that we can. And there's also the fact that, you know, as soon as people know they're being recorded, they kind of get stage fright. Ed had a lot more to say. He did go through a bit more than, you know, he gave himself credit for, and a lot of the stuff he just basically froze. Which we've all done when we've had our eyes in the headlights. That's not what he was expecting to do today. He was expecting to come here and fix my stuff and show me how to use it, and that was what he was here for. And, you know, so this is stuff that's entirely not his fault. The other thing is, I am super tired. She's super tired. They're super tired. We've been at this longer than we were hoping, longer than we were expecting.
It's just been a long day.
It has been a long day. And she wants to come back tomorrow and help go through stuff. And I'm totally down with that. There is just too much to go through, and that's what she keeps saying, and that's what they keep saying. And there's a lot of stuff that we talked about and conversed about off camera that, of course, you know, that's the stuff that probably should have been said on camera. I'm trying to ask, you know, the important questions, but I'm also, you know, obviously we're all scared. This stuff is actually happening. You know, the stuff that I was able to show, that I was able to record, it's not like I don't have it. The screenshots are there. It's all there. It's just constantly having to move and constantly having to do it from a distance. And then there's the fact that, you know, like at my grandma's funeral, everybody thought that the government was supposed to do it. Or not everybody. My little sister was literally the only person at my grandma's funeral who offered to help with this. And
I was blocked.
yeah. How do you feel about Mom? Our mom.
I'm not exactly happy, but I deal with it. I think she's a piece of work, but she needs help.
She does. I love her though. I really do. She is my mom. But she's good to everybody but her own kids.
I know.
Now, you guys, my sister shouldn't have to do this, and my sister shouldn't have to go through the things she's going through. And that's the thing, is that while people are pretending that I'm, trying to say a bunch of violent stuff, I'm really not. They want to twist my words into something that it's not. Now, Tara.
Yeah.
How do you think that we could possibly get help?
You've been at it for, what, 5 years now? Keep at it. I mean, they gotta listen at some point. But, I mean, your voice has gotta be heard. You just, somebody's gotta make these threats and that stuff too.
Now, when I was showing you the stuff with those dead people, like, does that stuff actually exist? Are those people actually dead? Did you get to actually see the evidence?
On that one?
Like with Tibor Hatay and with Dimitri
Oh, I don't know if
Shanklin?
you showed me that one yet.
Alright, well, I'll show those to you.
Like I said, you still have
a
lot to go
yeah.
through.
She says she wants to come back tomorrow, and her friend wanted to come back tomorrow, and I'm okay with them coming back tomorrow. You guys aren't quite getting it. We're doing our best. These situations are actually happening. I suppose I probably did a little bit more talking than I should have. I'm not used to interviews. I'm used to talking over people that don't know they're being recorded until they're absolutely going to burst their bubble with that little nugget that they think they know. And then that's when people usually come out with the truth. They're tired of not having their turn to say something, and the more you talk, the more they want to.
Yeah.
So.
But from everything, I mean, I'm telling you, this is, there's so much here, Sean.
It's insane, ain't it?
It's insane. That's why I'm overloaded. There's a lot here.
And that's the thing, like, we're all stressed out and overloaded from this, and we wrote down a few Cliff's notes, to try to bring up the best points, but the thing is, there's just too much to Cliff notes, so,
yep.
Basically we're just repeating things that we were saying while off camera all day long, just, oh my God, too much, I'm overwhelmed, it's too much. We even was raising our voices at each other, like right before I started the camera. Me and my sister were both having it out like family sometimes does, but we were doing it in a productive way. And that's the thing, is that it was raising our voices. It wasn't screaming at each other at the top of our lungs. It wasn't shouting hateful things at each other.
Yep.
Tara, am I a violent person?
No.
Are you a violent person?
No.
See, that's pretty simple stuff to ask. And at any point in time, anybody could have come and asked these questions, and there's so much of it, it's impossible to put it all back together in a way that somebody's going to understand it in this lifetime. And that is just cruelty beyond words. I mean, I don't know how to explain. Please make it stop. What do you think, Tara?
Yeah, make it stop and just let other people know that my brother's not crazy. I mean, He really isn't. There is a ton of evidence here. It's all proof. It's all here. It's yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It really is all here. Athena.
Alright, Tara. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna tell you no if you do show back up tomorrow. I really could use the help.
I'm game. I don't have anything going on tomorrow.
And, you know, you've been actually trying to swear to me for the last, what, 2 hours that you're gonna come back tomorrow. Like, she's really been pushing it. You know,
I told you I was going to come back today, and I did, didn't I?
Yep, there's
Sooner than I was planning, but hey.
Anyway, I guess I'm gonna end this, and
yeah.
I don't know how to express to you guys how overwhelming it is for me, and having to cram all of this stuff into somebody. A lot of the stuff she'd already seen, but you know, I want to make sure that everything is all put together so that it's easy to understand. And you know, she did a great job of, well, she dealt with my Gur a bit, I dealt with her Gur a bit, and you know, sometimes when you're stressed out and you're both hurting, that's what ends up happening.
Sleep.
And lack of sleep. Oh my God, lack of sleep. So, I guess I'm gonna wrap up this video and get back to working on my electronics and getting stuff sent to Marcia.